PEDs, performance enhancing duck eggs. YouTuber pays over $11,000 for a gold-plated PS5, only a little bit more expensive than buying a normal one from a scalper. Scientists discover sea slugs who cut off their heads to regrow new bodies.
Talking about cutting off your nose to spite your face.
Favorite fitness YouTubers? None of them. They're all terrible. Just joking, maybe. That thumbnail looks like one of those weird parties from Hitman. So there I am, minding my own business, driving into trees in Far Cry 5, and I get a stream of comments under a video about another video, so I go and have a look. This time it was Doucette's favorite fitness YouTube channels. And so the way he did it was the channels that he watches the most, and therefore they have a quality to them, so that was kind of the theme. This is his list, and so some of them are good selections, some of them I've never seen. Number 8, Jesse James West.
Lifting girls at the gym.
This guy's clearly nailed his thumbnails. Chris Herriot is my coach for a day. I hope you've got a good doctor. Living my best life with generic Gymshark boy. No comment. Comment of the year right there. And so no, seriously, when I was scrolling through the comments to see who people liked, etc., it was very interesting to see the range of ideas, but I'm more interested in what this community think, and so it's really fun to have your lists of your favorite channels. And so I want to give my list of best YouTube channels of 2021, because 2021 has just started, and these being names that were not on his list. There are certainly a couple of names in his list who would have been in my video, but because they're in his list, I thought there's no point just repeating the same channels. And so I just thought it'd be more interesting to propose 3 names that are not in that list and may just be a different look for people watching. And so this is not by watch time, this is about the quality of what they do, what they represent, their communication, and most importantly, by promoting critical thinking into fitness that can help people on their journey. But first, a few commendable shout outs. Cali Muscle, Mike O'Hearn, Jim Stepani. I may do a list of the worst fitness YouTube channels. I'm definitely doing a video about the worst fitness YouTube channels. And so just to say, before I get to my list, I just screenshot their pages when I was not logged into my Google account. So if it shows not subscribed, it doesn't mean I'm not subscribed or don't follow them. It just means that I wasn't logged in. And with all these channels, I'm not saying that you have to follow them. I'm not even saying you have to like them. They're just channels that I like, that I think promote critical thinking. But of course, not everything they say is golden. And of course, you can debate certain issues about what they present. We all have our opinions, and that's why it makes these types of videos so much fun. And that's why I'm very interested to read your list. And so here are my top 3, because 10 is way too many. I don't have enough fingers for that. And they're all very good channels, but I decided to put it in a top 3 to make it more dramatic.
Number 3.
Stronger by Science. Technically, it's a YouTube channel. Shut up. It's staying in. I'm including that. It's staying in. How to cheat on the very first entry. Staying in. And so they have a website. They have a podcast.
Welcome back to the Stronger by Science podcast.
They post on multiple platforms, and they write thought-provoking articles on many fitness topics. Stronger by Science publishes articles on topics like lifting techniques, squat, bench and deadlift, body composition and hypertrophy, programming, nutrition, prehab and rehab, and cardio. They are a collective of evidence-based thinkers. And there's also active researchers in there giving nuanced information about training protocols, about supplements, a range of ideas. They also create the Mass Review, which is a subscription-based document detailing latest research and analysis. And contributors include Eric Trexler, Eric Helms, Greg Knuckles, and others. And if you don't know those names, you really should. Others is my favorite.
Number 2.
And so there are a few people that I could hear, but I decided to go for a slightly lighter, more comedic, yet informative YouTube channel.
These guns.
Oh, yeah.
But 2 very down-to-earth, decent dudes, spoiler alert, the Buff Dudes. And so I've made a video on them before. Meet the Buff Dudes, Hudson and Brandon Stark. 2.25 million subscribers, about the same as me, don't overthink it. Better understanding of food and fitness. I honestly never knew what their name meant until I did the planning for this video. I just thought that Buff Dudes meant what it looks like. A couple of guys who like to polish stuff. But it's solid information presented in a digestible way and in a humorous way, and they are open to different training protocols. And they seem genuine and honest dudes and buff dudes.
What's up?
Oh no, I'll just wait as you do this. That's fine.
Well, I mean, there's a bench right there that's free.
And for sure, they have plenty of information that can help people. And so what I like about their channel is this continual self-development, if you like, the fact that they identify their weaknesses and they look to develop, and they're open-minded to those aspects. In my video about them, I talked about how they took up running, for example, because that was one of their weak points. So they set that as a new challenge, and one of them suffered a very bad injury and overcame that. So that's a very powerful story also. And the number one fitness YouTube channel 2021, according to me, probably this is it. Number 1, drum roll, the Bioneer.
Sled push or pull, rope climbing, medicine ball rotational throw or sledgehammer, medicine ball slam, kettlebell swings, muscle ups, gamma cast, atlas swings, rock climbing, tire flipping, sandbag snatch, band pull and push, bodyweight rows, military press, lizard crawls, skipping, loaded carries, isometric neck pushes, ab rollout, bent rows, hill sprints, 100 up, rucking, weighted squat jumps, high rep push-ups, pull-ups, squats, V-ups and burpees, and heavy squat, bench press and deadlift.
And that's just his warm-up. Even that clip that I just showed with no context to my stupid joke, how could you not want to watch his video once you've seen that? And so I did an individual video on this guy in my positive health message playlist because very simply his videos blew me away. Ouch. Makes me think of that David Brent joke. My parents used to own a paper shop before it blew away. Anyway, and I've watched a ton of his videos and he's excellent.
I have proposed on this channel numerous times that we need to re-examine our definitions of fitness. Too many people will focus on only one or two aspects of fitness when training. It comes from a lack of knowledge, a desire to be the best in a specific domain, or a tribalism that keeps them wed to a single system.
He's the sort of guy you'd want to talk to about fitness with. He's the sort of guy you'd want to train with. And when a dude makes a video about finger strength, you know he's doing it for the right reasons.
I just made a video on weight machines. I should have used his clips. Balls.
And so it's very hard to concise what he does, but he's a critical thinker into fitness. He experiments with multiple protocols, ideas, philosophies, a holistic approach to fitness if you like, integrating technology, psychology, training the brain, a focus on movement patterns. Imagine seeing that when you're driving down the road. No one's giving him a lift. Head down, keep driving. He also reads books, which sets him apart from fitness influencers. And there's martial arts in there and comic book culture and other stuff. And I hear he's a fan of Batman. I don't know. He very subtly includes it in his channel. It's just a unique blend of ingredients that makes him a very rare and unique channel. Quadrupedal movement. Why you should crawl like a bear. Been doing it since I was a baby and I'm still not potty trained. But seriously, just thought-provoking, brilliant video topics. And one of his principles is the animal flow, which in my case is my cat waking me up at 3 a.m. and screaming for food. But in his case is this. And so in this video, he explains different crawling techniques and the science behind it. And he discusses issues such as strength endurance and metabolites for muscle hypertrophy. And so when we think of metabolites in relation to hypertrophy, again, I would direct you to the work of Dr. Brad Schoenfeld. He has some very good digestible information on this anabolic environment, which can lead to muscle hypertrophy. And I did reference one of his papers in a very recent video about progressive overload. And so he's completely unique, in my opinion, in terms of a fitness channel. And what I like about him is how he's open-minded to many training protocols. When you have channels who are very much about movement training, or what some people may term functional training, although functional training is completely miscommunicated in the fitness industry and can actually apply to anything which improves your functional capacity. And so, for example, in the fitness industry, it's commonly seen where people have movement training ideas underlying what they do. They can be very close-minded. For example, I am right, my training method is correct. For example, major barbell compound lifts are not good, they're not functional, all that nonsense that some people like to spout. What makes this guy different to those people is he's open-minded about many training protocols. And so his channel trailer is the one that I focused on in my previous video, so go watch that, it's very good. And by watching that video, you'll get a good idea as to what his channel is about, probably why he set it as his channel trailer. And so it's very good to see his channel getting the recognition it deserves. And so that's my list of the top 3 who are not on that other list. And so please let me know what you think. Please give me your input. I'm James Lincoln, Shredder Sports Science. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.